I remember the first time I felt insecure about myself was in 4th grade, and I was like my chubby little 4th grade self, and I was just like running down the street to my mom, and there were these group of teenage girls, and they like started laughing at me, and I went to my mom and I just started crying.
Growing up, you're always kind of the butt of the jokes. And even now, like, I know guys that are like, oh, well, I like light-skinned girls, or like, blah, blah, blah. I think light, whatever, like, just light-skinned, anything. Having a preference or a fetishization towards light-skinned people, or like people with light eyes, or just anything that's closer to like the Eurocentric view of people. Or then even kind of the opposite, where people are like obsessed with like dark skin. It's either you don't like it or you like it too much. There needs to be a calm middle ground, you know?
I've just always compared myself to others, and I've always seen others as beautiful, even if they weren't skinny, but I'd still say, I don't look like that. There was this challenge that was going around where if your hip bones, when you're lying down, if your hip bones can make it so that your underwear doesn't touch your belly, it was like you were considered like top-notch, beautiful. And I instantly was just like, I'm not like that. Why am I not like that? I couldn't consider myself as beautiful if I didn't see myself as them.
I've grown to like and like accept my body for what it is, and I'm not going to do anything to like crazily change it artificially, but I would change my legs, no question about it. If I could magically like one day have just like long, and I'm fine with like muscular legs. I totally want to be strong. Like I love that I look strong because what I do is hard, and I like that it shows off on my body. But in terms of how big I feel like my quads are, it's just like it makes me feel like not as feminine.
Like I don't always dress pretty like feminine, so like I don't always feel the need to like wear revealing clothes, because I know like to myself like, okay, I know that I like how I look, and I feel that sometimes I want to wear revealing clothes if I don't like the way I look, if that makes sense, because then I want the validation from others. But then like I know if I'm dressed more masculine or whatever, then I'm probably that day I'm having a good like confidence.
I always thought I was straight because I would always just think about what guys thought of me, and I want this guy to notice me, I want that guy to notice me. When I was in like a really dark place with my body and a guy would catcall me, I'd feel better about myself. And that is a terrible thing, because no one should be commenting on anyone's body unwarranted, especially someone that you don't know who's like screaming at you from the street. My ego has been boosted by guys who simply don't have the right to talk about my body.
I was in the train station, and it was like the first time I came home and it was late, and this guy was standing next to me, and like I was on my phone, and then I look up and he was standing in front of me, and he had these scars on his lips like into a smile, and he was like a couple inches away from my face, and he goes, "You have really nice eyes, and I like the way you smile. I need to get your number." In that moment, I didn't know if it was okay to say no, because I didn't want to get hurt. I just shook my head and I walked further down in the train station. And then I looked back and he was staring at me. And then the train came and I got on. And when I was in the car, I saw that he got onto my car. And like my heart started beating really fast. And he walked past me and he said, like whispered in my ears, he was walking past me on this train car, "I know you want it, you little slut." And I just like froze up. And I just remember like sighing because he kept on walking. And then I just went home. And as I was walking out of the station, I just started crying. And ever since that, I always like call someone or FaceTime someone after I get out the train on the walk home. It's never been like that bad though, thank God. Like I know friends who've like, men have like grabbed them or touched them. I never know what to do. Like, I remember asking my health teacher, we were talking about, like, catcalling, and I was like, what do I do when I'm not under 18 and I can't tell them that I'm a kid? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to tell them just no. Even that, like, I don't know what they're gonna do. My mental health got really bad in, I'd say middle school, 7th grade, exactly, because a guy didn't like me, and I instantly thought, oh, I'm the problem. It has to do with my body. And I got really depressed. And it was new, because, like, I've never felt that way before. And it was really scary, and my mom was really scared. I'd, like, stay in my room for hours, and I would just hate myself.
Black girls this day and age, they have, like, this fixation of saying, like, oh, I'm Puerto Rican, and I'm Dominican, and I'm part Native American, and I'm Black. You don't need to have other ethnicities or other races or anything else in you. Like, Black can just be enough.
Compared to my 15-year-old self to now, I'm exponentially more accepting of myself. And so I just need to keep that in perspective and remember that it goes slowly, but I definitely am making progress.